Hi, I'm Joe Theismann, world champion quarterback and entrepreneur, and I have the pleasure of visiting with Bob Yates today. And Bob, you have a company called Circle of Champions. First of all, what is it?
Circle of Champions is an entrepreneur's network, and I formed it because when I started my entrepreneurial career, I was sort of a loner, like a lone ranger. There was nobody around me that was an entrepreneur. Everyone was working 9-to-5 jobs. So I was looking for a way to, who could I connect with? So when I started out as an entrepreneur, I said, let's form a network for others who are coming into entrepreneurship so that they won't feel so isolated out there.
What was the biggest challenge for you to make a decision to become an entrepreneur?
Well, what's beautiful is I've never worked a day in my life for anybody. That's just awesome. And you know, the thing, I started my first business at 12 years old and I never looked back.
Well,
and,
before you go any further, what was your business?
So I started out as a vendor on the streets of Washington, D.C. And, you know, you have your little stands and you sell products and so forth.
Yeah.
And that grew, but I had days out there where I was out there all day and made $8. So I struggled for a long time as an entrepreneur. And one day I decided, let's start another business. So I started jewelry business and then computers. And I kept going until I found the business that lit me up. And that's seminars and workshops and training people. And so Circle of Champions is a training company, and we help to bring out the entrepreneur in people.
Basically, you're looking for a gift in people, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do we all have, do you believe everybody has a gift somewhere that just hasn't been found?
I believe everybody's a champion in some area, but maybe they haven't discovered where they can be a champion. Most people have a gift, a talent, or an idea that they're not acting on. They're not doing anything with it, and generally it's either because of fear or I don't know how or where to start. What I believe is that the greatest gift in life is to be able to do what you love and be paid well to do it. So I found what I love and I'm getting paid well to do that. So you know, 3 out of 4 people are unhappy in their job. They feel underappreciated. Right. They don't love what they do every day. So they're basically, it's sort of like a cubicle that they're dying in every day.
What is the first question when you sit down with someone and you want to try and help them become a champion? What's the first question you ask them?
What do you love? What do you love to do? Because when you talk about what somebody loves to do, you're talking about passion.
Yep.
You're talking about the thing that turns them on. You don't have to have somebody rev you up to do what you love to do.
Right.
You always want to do it. So the first thing is what you love to do. Then there's 3 or 4 questions that come to mind. What you love, what you're good at, because it's not enough to just love something.
Right.
Are you good at that? Are you gifted at that? The third is what's important to you. What's the most important thing to you? So for me, the most important thing is to live life fully. I want to put everything on the table. I don't want to leave anything. So to me, it's important to me. I know that I've been gifted by the Creator to bring something to this planet. He is an investor. He's invested in me. I want to give that investment.
What a great description that is. I feel like you do. When you get to the pearly gates, I want to be standing there facing St. Peter and want him to look at this checklist, and he's going to look at me and go, did you really do all this? I mean, that's the question that I want asked of me when it happens.
Oh, for me to be fulfilled, I'll never be fulfilled by chasing money, by trying to be great for the sake of being great. Right. I become great. There's a scripture that I love that says that he who will be the greatest must be the servant of many. And I believe that that's what our job is here, is to serve as many people as we can.
You know, you want to help people find that gift inside of them, not just for themselves and self-satisfaction, but to create an income stream.
I do, and that's because, and Joe, I do want to ask you a question, if you don't mind. How did you discover you love football?
Oh, I don't, you know, it's so hard. It's like people ask me, why did I go to college? Because it felt right. I went to college because it felt like the right place to be for me. I loved the challenge that existed.
Yes.
I love the fact that I was the smallest guy playing against bigger guys.
Yes.
There was a pride aspect to it, is that I'm as good as you are, and I'm not going to let anybody tell me I'm not.
Yeah.
Those are the things that drove me. Football became a gift. I mean, God gave me an arm.
Yeah.
Didn't go out until I was 50 years old, but it served me for a lot of years.
Yes.
So I had a gift, just all the things you talked about.
Yeah.
I had a passion, I had a gift, it was something I loved. I didn't think about the economics of being a professional football player.
Exactly.
I thought about the love of what I was doing.
Yeah, and see, the passion and the love is the gasoline. That's why it's like the gasoline in a car. If you chase money or you chase what looks like it's going to get you to financial freedom, you're going to run out of gas, because that's not what is. That's like you don't have the fuel. You don't have the right kind of fuel when you're driven by that. So I want to bring it home to this. As far as earning money, which most people want financial freedom. Okay, so if a person can do two things, number one, entrepreneurship is about solving problems for profit.
Right.
Okay, many people solve problems, but they don't make a profit doing it. And some people even feel guilty about making a profit doing something that they love. I believe if what you're doing is solving problems and adding value to people, then it's ethical for you to be paid to do it. So if a person has a choice and there's a need out there that you can fulfill and people are willing to pay you, and sometimes you have to test that and find out if there is a market. But most of what people love to do, there is a market for it, and people are buying everything.
Right.
They're buying everything. So I would challenge anyone out there that's thinking about starting a business. You had it in your mind for some time. You have a gift, you have a talent, you have an idea. There's something you want to do. Now is the time. You're not promised tomorrow. I think now is the time for you to take that little leap of faith. Take baby steps, but start moving towards your dream. And don't worry about the money right now. What you do, you start looking at how can I serve and how can I add value to people. And I believe as you get going, how to get paid to do that will evolve. And sometimes you need to hire a coach.
Never hurts. Now, how would people get a hold of you?
Our website is at circleofchampions.com. And you can find out a lot about our organization there. We are a membership-based organization, but we do hold public seminars and classes on marketing and business and public speaking, as well as mindsets for success. And I believe that everybody's a champion, and that's why we named our organization Circle of Champions.
Bob, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure being with you. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
You got it.